So the Indian openers making their way out to the centre. South Africa bowled out a little while earlier for 328. Wasim Jaffer, he'd like to make an impression. He's not been in the best of form on this trip. Still has to make an innings of substance. And with him is Birender Sehwag. Dangerous player, but he's still to fire on this trip of South Africa. These are the kind of conditions, well, if he can see the new ball through, then he might enjoy batting on this surface. 51 matches, very healthy average, 51.29. He's already got a triple hundred in Test match cricket, a score of over 250 as well. 12 50s, 12 hundreds. Andre Nel has the new ball in his hand, and it's a nice little session here for South Africa. Just 40 minutes before lunch. They can really afford to attack the Indian openers now.
They can. Ravi, you made the point earlier that it's ideal in that they can each get a spell in here, get the feet up over lunch, and then come back and bowl a further spell. A lot of expectancy around this ground. There's a bit of a buzz, and it's all to do with seeing how the Indian openers go here. Sehwag hasn't fired. It's hard to believe that he'll come here and not fire at some stage. Confidence being shown in Jaffa. Top score of 200 in Test cricket. 200s, 250s. Suggest that he can play.
Center.
It's going to be all fire right now by the South African attack, and it will be led by Andre Nel. Seatbelts on, folks. It should be good cricket.
3 slips and gully in place. What's important now that South Africa have to make this new ball count. They've got to make the batsman play, get the ball in the right areas.
Right over, play.
So Nel on his way. And runs on the board straight away. Leg by is going to be signalled by the umpire.
This is sped away. Well, what we're looking for here is to see how much pace and bounce is in this pitch. Might take a couple more deliveries before Nel gets to full pace. South Africa ideally would want words from behind from Graham Smith, 2 or 3 before lunch, lads.
Very important, he's tight with his technique. Jaffer, he's been out hanging his bat and playing away from the body on more than one occasion on this tour of South Africa. Nel would be aware of that.
He looks good going back, Jaffa. It looks as if he's got a lot of time. Gets behind it nicely, very correct. It's that ability of his to get forward, that in-between length. It just hangs back a bit. That's what brings the outside edge into play.
Yes, he's got talent, there's no doubt about that. Double 100 in the West Indies. I think that's the reason why the selectors have kept faith in him. They believe somewhere down the line he's going to fire. He'll be disappointed that he missed out there. He's particularly strong off his pads. Likes the onside. First runs of the bat.
South
Africa opting for Andre Nel to partner Mackay and Tini with the new ball. There may have been a temptation to perhaps have given the youngster Morkel a run with the new nut. There's one change in the field now. Third man has been put in place. No point. Short leg.
time. Fantastic catch at second slip. The Herschel Gibbs flying across to his right. Just wonder if it was de Villiers or Gibbs, but it's a fantastic catch. This ball is travelling. Again, played away from the body. It was A.B. de Villiers. Moves across and takes it with two hands. Just the tonic South Africa need early on. And Sehwag departs without tickling the scorers. It's 5-1.
Driven down the ground, that'll run away, I think, for 4. Pollock in pursuit, but he's not going to get there. It's quite interesting, Kepler, that A, Ntini didn't bowl the first over of the innings, which one would possibly have expected. B, I was asked with the shortened session, bowling session, who would you start with? I said Ntini and Pollock. And others have said, no, it's got to be Morkel, that's what he's there for. Beautiful shot. Also off the mark with a boundary.
Too full again by Makai Ntini. Good shot by Rahul Dravid. And it is a very good batting pitch, has to be said. Yesterday morning there was a little bit of swing, a little bit of movement, nothing excessive at all, but certainly is a very good batting surface now.
That's gone through. It'll race away to the boundary. Just opening the face of the blade, Dravid. First time he was drawn forward.
All I'll say is it's gone to third man again. I won't say anything else. I'm all happy to have the catches up there, but I don't know why. If you're going to have the field up, you can have the same amount of slips but take away mid-off. That's my point.
Good shot. Didn't try and hit it too hard, but the timing is exquisite. And he'll get a boundary for it. Quick to jump onto that front foot this time, Jaffa.
Tell you what, it's a pretty good bat because it didn't come out the middle at all. Nice placement though, and he didn't try and hit it too hard. I think that was the key, Ravi. He's more intent on placement.
A loud shout here. The finger has gone up. Just for a minute, one thought it might be slipping down the leg side, but this is a big wicket for South Africa. A big wicket. The Indian captain dismissed.
I think Rahul Dravid had a long, hard look at the umpire. He thought he might have, there's the shake of the head. I thought he might have just got a little touch on it, but I'm sure he's convinced it's going down leg side. He gets a little bit across. And is it sliding down leg? Oh, I don't know. That pretty much over the top. That's what he was complaining about. But he was caught on the crease, and umpire Benson had absolutely no hesitation. Up with the finger, gone for 11, 35 for 2.
That's gone away fine and will beat the fielder into the boundary. Andre Nail a little too square. That was full and on leg stump.
Yeah, not a good delivery. I think searching for the Yorker, but it just slid down leg side, and Wasim Jaffa, knowing that you just get a little bit of bat on it, it's going to race away with the hard new ball. I wonder why he is so wide with the ball being so hard. Usually when the deflections go, they go a bit finer, and the finer it goes, the faster it goes.
Lovely shot. That's the best he's played so far. That's come right out of the screws. Fractionally overpitched, and he's put it away in style.
It's a perfect way to play as an opening batsman. No flourish, no, just a little punch, because it's up there in the slot. More intent on the placement. Watch the high left elbow, keeping the face of the bat going through the hitting area.
Oh, that's cracked off the back foot. Nice sound of the ball hitting the bat. First boundary for Tendulkar. He was onto it in a flash. That sounded sweet.
Only a fraction short and fetch that. You can always tell a confident player doesn't bother to move. As he hits it, he knows. Just a little bit of width, and that has come off the middle, raced away.
Lovely shot. This time off the front foot, it wasn't all that bad a delivery. But two cracking boundaries to end the over for Tendulkar. 53 for 2 India.
It's a crack of the bat. He's not going to put the new boy down. I think he realised that Morne Morkel just into his first test match. If he can dominate him now, then he can probably dominate him for the test match. Again, not quite in line, but boy, that's a big bat, and it's a pretty sweet one by the sounds of things. Bang, 4.
Beautiful. Quite beautiful. And the end of the over, 58 for 2.
The pressure has counted. Mackay Ntini has got Wasim Jaffa in similar fashion as he's got out on most of the occasions on this tour. That is very good bowling, and don't forget Pollock has played his role at the other end by keeping it so tight. Jaffa goes. Good catch again. A.B. de Villiers, he snaps him up there. No trouble at all.
Superb work by South Africa. India 61 for 3.
Take that. What a way to break the nexus. No one plays it better.
He does leave you watching and admiring. Very clinical, effortless, precision in his movement.
That's the very delivery that we were talking about, the one that pitches and holds its own.
What more can go wrong for Graham Smith? He normally really clutches, there's no problem, straightforward catch. Or is it? Oh, it hits him on the wrists almost. It's a great shot, and that will run away for 4. Too short, and Lakshman, he loves it there.
Well, he sits in the crease, doesn't he, VVS, and he just waits for deliveries like that. I think he's a big LBW candidate reasonably early on, and I haven't seen South Africa pitch the ball nearly far enough up to him. Beautiful shot. The balance is exquisite here. Absolutely exquisite.
Well, that ball has hit the fence very quickly. No venom in the delivery. It's just well, it's just really a nothing ball. It just sits up. And Tendulkar didn't need another invitation. He's just slammed it away for 4.
There's Sachin on the front foot. That's a different length. And it's gone through. Great player. Picked the gap beautifully.
There's the man at point, but he's behind square. And that on the up, that shot. Blade opening and the gap picked to perfection.
Lovely shot. That's a classic. What a way to get to your 50.
Fantastic shot. Just a little push. And he does make it in this calendar year. That's his first 50 in Test match cricket this year. And, well, everyone's been asking the question, how big is that drop catch going to be? What a great shot this is.
Smack. And the man is back, Ashwell Prince, and he didn't have far to go, couldn't get there. Timing deluxe.
Yeah, to go with a huge bat. How well has he hit this? I mean, he's beaten the man, which is Ashwell Prince, at wide-ish, well, deep third man, wide third man, and it's not by much. He really has timed this superbly.
That's 4. 4 defensive, soft hands, and guess where it's gone? It's gone to Barry's favourite area, third man. Morning, Daryl.
Good morning, Robin. Good morning to all our viewers. Andre Null and South Africa just looking, probing outside off stump to Tendulkar. They've got to keep an eye on that score. The deficit at the moment is 206. They've still got some runs to play with, South Africa, but they can't allow these two really good players to take the game away from them.
That's gone. That is gone. Making room for himself. A very unusual looking stroke from Tendulkar. He's trying to cut that from over the top and middle, and Boucher does the rest.
Big wicket for South Africa. Disappointment for Tendulkar in India. Unusual stroke. Where he was trying to play that, only he will know. Got to say, it's a mistake from the little master. And India now, the breakthrough by South Africa. Where does that leave them? Tendulkar, well played, 63. It's now 125 for 4.
There we go. Well bowled, and Teeny. 2 in the over. South Africa beginning to dominate.
Well, I don't think it's got anything to do with the lights, Saurabh. Everybody knows that he's vulnerable to the short ball. He seems surprised. Perhaps didn't pick it up or believes that it wasn't out. His look, though, does suggest that he didn't pick this up at all. For bowled South Africa, well thought. And Makai is in the wickets. The easiest of catches. Good to see Herschel Gibbs not throwing it up in a hurry. He's now placing it on the ground.
There he goes. On his way for naught, Ganguly. Suddenly 125 for 5.
That's 4. There's no third man. It's past gully. With Dhoni, you always have a chance as a bowler because that's the way he plays.
Well, even in this situation, to a point, he needs to play his natural game, because he does have the ability, when he gets going, to take the ball away from the opposition. He's not the sort of player that can just rely on survival. Laxman at the other end, he plays that patient sort of an innings where he occupies a crease and bats time.
Typical Dhoni. If it's in his half, he's going to go hard at the ball.
Well, that was a top shot. It was a fuller delivery. Dhoni spotted it straight away, hit straight through the line, full face of the bat, over the bowler's head, and that takes some doing.
Yes, I don't think he'll see too many in his half in this over now. That's why he can be such a dangerous player in a situation like this. No, he's got that through the offside. When Dhoni hits the ball, it stays hit. Another boundary for him. That's his 3rd.
Top shot by Dhoni. Waited for that nicely, hit it through extra cover. His timing was very good. He hit it on the up.
There's that boundary bringing up the 150 for India. That's the reason why he's a dangerous player. He might look unorthodox at times, but he has this incredible ability of taking the attack to the opposition. He beats Adams, and the ball will race away to the boundary.
Good shot again. This time the straight drive.
See, there's not much lateral movement, so you can hit on the up and through the line.
There he goes, down to 3rd man. We are getting the stats on that. And it's a no ball. Really having trouble with this no ball. You just wonder what's happening in the level below. If he keeps making the same error at this international level, nicely off the middle of the bat, cannot afford to have so many no balls. There he goes again. And now it's suddenly 8 off the over, and And it wasn't all that bad and over, but that extra ball they had to bowl because of the no balls cost him. 167 for 5. In the air, but it's gone racing away down to third man for 4.
This is hurting South Africa. That's not a bad partnership. 50 of 75 balls.
That's gone away. I think he's timed it well enough, not to perfection. It's going to be a closest race, but the ball wins in the end, so another 4. Dare I say it? Edged and gone. That'll encourage the young lad. His first test wicket. Morné Morkel, hugged by teammate and AB de Villiers. And that'll be a mighty relief for him. The dangerous Dhoni goes.
Well, all of South Africa will be hoping that it's the first of many. And again, it's AB de Villiers. What a fine catch. He is proving to be a fantastic slip fielder. It's all got to be about my first test wicket. India lose Dhoni. It's 179 for 6.
Out! Another wicket for Morkel. Poor shot, it has to be said, from Anil Kumble. Boucher does the rest.
Very loose shot. Second wicket for Morné Morkel. Wide delivery. Kumble chases it, gets a thick outside edge. Very simple catch for Mark Boucher. And South Africa now in a very strong position.
Kumble comes and goes without disturbing the scorers. 179 now for 7. Up in the air, Amla under it. 3 for Morkel. Oh, it's been worth waiting for, son, hasn't it?
Morkel picks up his third. What a thrill for him. He had a bit of a struggle yesterday, but he's come back strongly today. Picking up the 3 wickets this morning. South Africa now looking very good in this test match. 183 for 8. Lunch break. On the dot of the lunch break almost. Zaire Khan losing his wicket there. Very easy catch to Hashim Amla at short leg. That's the 8th wicket down.
That's hurt him. That's hurt him. Can't see him. Can't see him getting behind the line too often now.
Andre Nell's response here was interesting. After it hit him, he then walked down the wicket and gave it the bat wave in. Little thing which Srisanth gave him in Johannesburg.
That's gone through and into the boundary. There's no fourth slip in position. Oh, that's well struck. He'll take that boundary, Srishant. It was pitched up and he's hit it through the line. 197 for 8.
Well, that's an authentic cricket stroke.
Beautiful shot. Superb timing, just standing up tall and punching it through the offside.
Good shot. Down the middle of the bat.
Beautiful shot. Gets into line, punches through the line. He's enjoyed that. He's going to enjoy that, watching that again tonight in the highlights. Nothing wrong with that. Take a picture of that. Oh, smack. Oh, had enough. Give yourself some room. Slap. 4.
I love this kid. I tell you what, he's enterprising. Very enterprising.
Slapped away, and that's 4 more. Another no ball.
Out. Caught behind. Well done, Andrew Hall. You certainly deserved a wicket. You were the man who had Tendulkar dropped, and you've got rid of a fella who's become more than just an irritation to the South African side on this trip.
Well, he's played so well, really. One would have felt another sort of half an hour of him with Lakshman would have been good, and a little bit naughty if you had to put extra criticism. I mean, he's gone for 28, it's 2, 3, 5 for 9.
He's prepared to take the one. Pollock won't be unhappy. First ball of the over. VRV Singh has come to the crease, and he'll be able to face his first ball. 50 for Laxman. It's been a long vigil. 277 minutes and 156 deliveries. Good, tough test match cricket. He's 37th of 50 or more. If they get the wicket now, it's interesting for South Africa. Where do they go? They've got a lot to contend with. Smith, whoops, there he is, the old baseball style VRV. Get it in the block hole. He's not going to hang around. Yeah, but Graham Smith under a bit of pressure for his place. He won't want to go out there and try and zoom along. Herschel Gibbs has only just come back into some sort of little bit of form. There's Srisanth getting out, just a little edge. But they need to give themselves a little bit of time with a light around, so they have to score reasonably quickly. So there's a few balls in the air with regard to this test match. What's Pollock got in store? Smack. Take that off the mark. And it's always dangerous and tough when you know a player's going to play like that. If he has a little bit of luck, he can get 20 or 25 in no time.
He did that the Wanderers in the first test, 29 from 19 balls. That was in the first innings. This is hurting South Africa. Frustration that the fielding side and the bowlers must be experiencing now. It'll be tough to deal with. Deficit 88, and these could be telling runs. Can only think they have to bat though, Barry. They're going to have to bat. If the light's not good, South Africa have got to take the game to India and get out there and try and establish some sort of lead, which will give them a chance to hopefully declare.
It's when the declaration comes, though. It's got to be sometime tomorrow afternoon, and then you have the same old problem that as soon as the light's off, India are going to be off. So it's going to be a delicate one. Where do you go? 300? Do you go 350, make it safe so that you don't go 2-0 down? I mean, there's a lot of balls in the air for South Africa. A lot at stake. Is that out? Big shout. He's going. 240. So Pollock has struck. He deserved a wicket. Just short of 15 overs. He's taken 1 for 17. Number 11's gone.
Good bowling by Sean Pollock, tucking up Singh. He was giving himself a bit of room, and wow, it was so good. He didn't offer him any width. Tucked him up. Easiest of catches to Boucher.
240 on the nail. South Africa 328, and they'll have to come out and play very positive cricket if they want to take the game to the Indians. Light will be a factor, probably around about 3:30, 4 o'clock. They march off. A little bit of chat there, not sure whether it's friendly chat or not. Oh, there's a little, is it or not? Not sure. Boucher and Singh, bit of a set to there.
Credit again to Vivius Laxman, not out on 50. May prove to be a very good little knock this for India. Had a lot of promise with Tendulkar and Laxman at the crease, but then lost their way. Dhoni should have been out early on, got away with the 34. It could actually have been so different. Had one or two things gone South Africa's way, India could very well have been out for under 200. But they've kept their hopes alive in terms of at least saving this test match, have India. All the pressure now is on South Africa, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they go about their batting in the second innings.
They're the partnerships. They never really got underway. 64 the best. There's a couple of 50s there, but you need a bigger one than that in test match cricket to really take it to the opposition. 6 guys got into double figures, and in the end, no one really got away. Sachin Tendulkar, top scorer, was 63. Nell bowled well. So did Ntini. He got a couple today. Morkel got 3. But Sean Pollock, only the 1, but certainly was the one who kept the pressure on. Just 1.15 runs per over. So India bowled out for 240 in just short of 78 overs. And South Africa have to come out and take the game to India. The lead 88.